All right, good morning, cyber traders. Welcome back. How's everybody doing on this lovely Wednesday? Oh, today's Thursday, right? Oops, sorry, a little late. Late to the run. I had a late night last night. I went fishing and I caught nothing. Went striped bass fishing again. It's that time of the season, so got back at 1 o'clock. But I want to make sure I was here for you guys to get ready to trade. You gotta enjoy life. You gotta do something. Good morning to see you, Alita. Good to see you, Chris, Norman, Gene. Good to see you all. Everybody on Facebook Live, welcome back, and YouTube. So I guess you heard some of the news that's going on in Moderna. Not doing too well on that one. Missed earnings. They lowered their forecast. I guess they maxed out $2,000 shot. I don't think unless you're a rich country, I don't think some third world country is dishing out $2,000. So maybe they're going to probably lower the price coming out soon. I know you still got people out there here in the States and stuff like that are still, you probably heard over the news, lots of people are crazy about, getting the shot. So, and you know what, that's their decision, that's, listen, they try to mandate it, do what they can, but I mean, we'll see how that Moderna looks like. But Merck, what was it, MRK? Merck is doing pretty well. So Merck, that was a great swing trade. I think we spoke about that a couple of days ago. Merck just got the approval in UK. So regarding about a stay-at-home drug that's an actually cure, not a vaccine, but a cure for the coronavirus. So that one's doing really, really well. We watched that a couple of days ago when it was around the 80s, and it got some type of approval. People said it worked, but then all of a sudden things been on a very, very nice tear. So I want to put Merck on the watch list. But before we do that, guys, let's go over a couple of stocks that we traded yesterday. There were a couple of good ones that did pretty well. I want to start off with QS. Now, QS, you can see right here, took a very, very big hit. And listen, this is how you become a very good swing trader. Okay, I did a swing trade on it yesterday, and but I'm a little concerned. I want to make sure it breaks through this resistance levels right around here, around 32.35. If it does break that, that's huge, for the stock to make a big move. But the stock took a very, very big hit. And the way you become a very good swing trader, and we teach this, if you're doing the alert service or here at Cyber Trader University, we do those alerts in the morning, which preps you for some of you to get prepared for a swing trade, or you're in the day trading class. This is how you make a swing trade. It's what happens over the course of the day, which trickles into a swing trade and then trickles into a investment. Okay. Then might even, if you can't tie up that money, then you make a decision. Do you want to do an investment or options? So that's really third protocol. It's not your first protocol. Okay. Listen, you can't be a good options trader if you can't even trade and make money with just buying the stock. Okay. So, because it's the movement of stock that makes an option move. So that one did pretty well. Ford also has done unbelievable. Okay. That stock has not stopped. It's testing, I think, 2014 resistance levels. I mean, this stock has not been there in such a long time. Listen, I put a reservation for the new Bronco, and then I kind of bailed on it because I'm like, I can't wait a year. A year? I mean, that's how backlogged they are. But they're doing really good on their Ford trucks. The new F-150 all-electric is just unbelievable. It's expensive, too, and it's sold out. I can't believe it for so long. It's going way over list. So I guess people want it, but Ford's actually doing a great job. I'm very happy for them. When you look at stocks like Tesla and what they're doing and so on, Ford's doing great. That was not only a good swing trade, but it was a great, great day trade yesterday. Let me just bring that as of yesterday. You could see it here. Beautiful run. Stock from 1790. Look at it, ran only to about 1880. Not a huge run of what it looks like, but it looks pretty good. Another stock that we traded yesterday did pretty well. KPTI. Now remember, so those stocks that we talked about earlier, how they become day trades, how they convert into a swing trade. KPTI was also a really, really nice move yesterday. I almost got really beat up on the stock. I thought the stock was going to make a nice little pop. I end up getting out of it. Okay, and I'm glad that I did. I chased this a little bit late, and then all of a sudden things started coming back down. I thought it was one of those stocks that was going to make a really big push. One of those stocks that was going to go up, like $4 or $5. But I know Josh covered this in class. This stock was a gap fill, okay? And you could see the writing right on the wall. You knew exactly where to get out. That's where you should have got out. And that's what happens when you have that. That is a true gap fill, the KPTI. Another stock that we traded yesterday did pretty well, BBBY. We were all about Bed Bath & Beyond. We heard about the merger with Kroger, whatever they are. They had a buyback, whatever. And really didn't do well. It came right back down. So you could see that stock took a very, very big hit. Then Macy's had a really nice pop early in the morning. Macy's doing great. I can't believe Macy's is doing that well. But you know why? We spoke about this before. Macy's is not going to be your typical, Bloomingdale's as much. They're getting into the toy business. Okay, I think they're going to build a whole toy section. Listen, it's I was devastated. Anyone's have little, grandkids or little kids. You can't go to Toys R Us anymore. You know what I mean? So anyway, they got into the toy business, and when they made that announcement about, I think it was like in October, stock has done phenomenal. Okay, so brick and mortar make a little bit of comeback. All right, so that's how we become into a swing trade, day trade to a swing trade. Now let's see if there's any new day trades out there that maybe can convert to a swing trade or an investment or an options. But there are a couple of some stocks that are moving this morning. I want to start off with this one right here. It's the biggest percentage gainer on the NASDAQ. Okay, so this stock right after hours, I mean, this thing just literally the first 10 minutes, news came out on the stock. It ran from $6. My God, it ran to $50 a share. This was unreal, okay? And it went right into the after hours, and listen, but it came right back down. Okay, it went down to 16. So you had to be careful on this. But listen, if you were able to get like 2-3 points out of it, you did pretty well. But she is moving this morning, so the noise is still out there. The noise is still out there. We got resistance levels. I want to keep a close eye on the stock right here. This stock, EVIX. Another one, PETZ, is moving this morning. Another stock after hours did really, really well. A lot of you remember this back in the past. We traded this stock. It ran from like $2, ran all the way to 15. We traded that back in February. Some of you students that have been here for a long time, go back and check your journals. She gapped up this morning, traded a lot of shares, 15 million shares. She's up at 73%. We're going to put that one on our watch list. CNCE is another one right here. It's got a nice push. I mean, it's up about 21%. Spread, I'm a little nervous on it, but it's got some resistance levels. It probably could test that 375, which you could see back in August and September. HCDI showed up on the watch list, and a big percentage gainers. Another stock up 13%. Nice, inexpensive stock, nice spread. If you're a beginner trader, you're a little deer in the headlights, this might be up your alley. But she's backing off. If she breaks the support levels right here, this stock could go down. I know you guys have been watching it in the Cyber Group room, and also if you've been using your level 3 and level 4, listen, we know we got some big orders out there. If they get filled, that's not a good sign for that stock. Another stock, we got about just two more. Well, a couple more. We have ARTL that I put out there, but she's also backing off. Another cheap, inexpensive stock. I want to keep an eye on that one. Very slow moving stock, but she did unbelievable move in the pre-market. But it's going to take a lot to use that. You know what? What's doing unbelievable as a swing trade? Qualcomm. Oh my God, what the hell happened with this stock? This stock hasn't gone nowhere forever. Out of all the stocks, I know Qualcomm's a very, very great company, but it's expensive. Okay, but this stock is real earnings. Yeah, well, you could tell if it's earnings because anything that looks like this after hours, it was earnings, and they blew the earnings out of the water. And let me tell you, this stock, if you look what happened in the morning, yeah, I think maybe somebody knew something about it. You know what I mean? One other good thing is also look at some of the options calls, and you can kind of see if there are more puts and calls to get a direction. But that stock is doing unbelievable and is not backing off. Since pre-market, the stock has done great. Only bad thing is it's $150 stock. We're not a fan of that. But if you got deep pockets, if you're one of the advanced traders, or maybe you could look at now, maybe you could consider as a option play on that one on the Qualcomm. So that one is doing real. Brian says long on Qualcomm, love it. Well, there you go, Brian. You must be ecstatic. And let me tell you, once it broke that $55 resistance levels, I mean, you could see the stock going to 65. Listen, it looks pretty damn strong going into the open. I could tell you that. What else we got? So we know about Moderna. So that one is obviously not doing too well. If Moderna breaks this big support levels right here, it could be catastrophic for the stock. The stock could probably go all the way down to the $200 price range. Listen, the stock, if you remember, we talked about this. If you watched the show that I did on Nasdaq when I was a speaker there, we were looking at the stock at when it was at $20, and Moderna did really, really well. And listen, President Biden did a really good job pushing that vaccine. Okay, and Moderna was the vaccine, and you know what? Like him or hate him, he was the biggest cheerleader for Moderna and for the vaccine, and a lot of people bought it. They bought a lot of it, and you know what? Eventually, when everyone has it, that's it. It's not like, now the next thing is, if they can get people to buy, if they can sell a lot of boosters, for $2,000 a shot, that's great. And what's crazy? I had no idea. I don't think anyone here really had an idea that it cost $2,000 a shot. I didn't know it was $2,000 a shot until I heard about when I heard about Merck. Their drug was $700. I'm like, wow, that's expensive. $700 for that for one pill. Listen, what it is. Your life is your life. Some of us pay. We mortgage our house. Some of us, we get older. We get sicker. Diabetes, whatever it is. We spend a lot of money on medication. What it is. But I never knew it was $2,000 a shot. And no wonder why it went from 20 to 500. So, those CEOs are happy as a little kid in a candy store. So anyway, that pretty much does what we got here in the morning. Anything I'm missing, I did not call out. QS has been doing well flat this morning. The QS trade, yeah, you know what? That's why I didn't put it on the watch list, Michael. I kind of scratched that out. By the way, anybody on YouTube, Facebook Live, anyone see anything that you want me to look at? Pretty much that looks like what we got going into the morning. We got a bunch of decent stocks. Fortunately, some a little bit more brand name. Not really a fan of that, but they're all looking pretty good. By the way, Costco is also doing unbelievable. Look at this thing. My God. Costco has just killed it. All right. And, and let me tell you something. I have a lot to do with it. Yes, on YouTube, I did already talk about PETZ already. You must have logged in late. It's not really, it's kind of flat right here. So I don't know what's going to really, it's on the watch list. It's the second biggest percentage gainer. It's up 76%. Let's see how it opens up. But as of right now, it's kind of kind of flat. What I probably call. Ricardo in the Cyber Group room said PTP. The PTPI. Yeah, that stock we traded yesterday. That one had a really big move, but she's kind of dead right now. I'd probably sit that as a scratch. Ricardo, remember, listen. Once we do something, it's time to move on. There's always something new. Let the people on TV talk about the past. Let somebody say, oh, look at this, hit my indicator. Let them do that. Let's focus on the future because we don't focus on the past here at Cybertrade University. And the future is follow the orders. That's it. Everything I got at Costco food, I walk out at 300 in wine. It used to be called the $200-300 club. I don't come out. Now I'm almost at the $400 to $600 club. It's just, that's my supermarket. Anyway, we can have a fun talking about that all day. But in the meantime, let's go to work, everybody. If you're watching us on YouTube, Facebook Live, we're live here every morning at 9 and 2:30. You can always like us and friend us, make sure you get our alerts. And you can always join us, do a trial if you like to, join the trading room. Cyber Group members, you see something, say something. We'll start commentating like we always do at 9:35, 9 o'clock when the market opens up for the first hour and the last hour. Just remember, just be careful. Today's a very good day to trade. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays are always the best days to trade. And if you see something, say something. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. Be safe. And let's make some money this morning.